So guys, hello and welcome to this tutorial. First of all, I hope you all are doing well in this COVID-19 situation. But if you're watching this tutorial after this situation post-COVID, then you're just lucky. So now, enough of off-topic things. Let us jump to this topic, manipulating arrays. So first of all, for array manipulation, there are some six topics, subtopics you can say. So they are reshape, array flattening, dimension shuffling, joining arrays, splitting arrays, add, remove element from the array. We are going to see the reshape function first of all.
So we can change the shape of array by using two ways. They are reshape and resize. So for this tutorial, we're just going to talk about reshape because it will be more than enough for this tutorial. So as the name itself suggests, reshaping means we are just changing the shape of the array. But the important statement over here is we are changing the shape of the array without changing its data. So basically the contents of this array are going to be the same as they are in the original array. The new array is going to be the array of different shape, but the elements are going to be the same, or the data inside the array is going to be the same. So the shape of an array is the number of elements in each dimension. So when we write shape, so if the shape has just one parameter and nothing, then it is 1D array. And if it has, suppose the shape is 2 comma 3, then it is a 2D array, then this is a 3D array, and so on. So by the shape, we just mean that we are just changing the number of elements in each dimension. So you can change from 1D array to a 2D array by using reshape function. So by reshape, we can add or remove dimensions. So as I said, add or remove means we can make 1D array converted into a 2D array and so on, or we can change the number of elements in each dimension. That's what we can do by using this reshape function. So after that, the syntax is numpy dot reshape. Obviously, we'll have to import numpy first. Then numpy dot reshape the array, that is the original array name. Then the new shape that you want and the order. So first of all, array name is the original array that you had. After that, new shape. So what is this new shape parameter? When we mention the new shape, we need to consider the size of the original array. So basically, if the size of original array is 10, then the shape can be like say 2 comma 5, or it can be 5 comma 2. So if it is a 1D array, then you can change the shape to 2 comma 5 or 5 comma 2. So why did I say this is because if this is the shape, 2 comma 5 is the shape, then the size should be 10, because 5 into 2 means there are 10 elements in the array. Same thing goes over here. So 5 comma 2 means 5 into that is 10 elements. So basically you just need to consider the size of the array while changing the shape, because you need to keep the data same. So if you change the shape, or if you write the shape as say 4 comma 3, then 4 into 3 becomes 12. Now there cannot be 12 elements in that array, because original array has 10 elements, but the changed array cannot have 12 elements. So this is the wrong thing, so you'll get an error in this case. Fine. So after that, the next parameter is order. So by default, the order is C. The order can be of these many types. So basically, order means in the way in which you store data, you can say in the array. So it can be either C, A, or F. So C means row wise. I know it is a bit confusing because C can stand for column and F can stand for fortran, but it is really different because C stands for row wise operation, A stands for fortran like contiguous memory, and F stands for column wise operation. Fine. Now, what will this function return? This function will return an ND array with mentioned shape. What is this? This is a typo. It is a mentioned shape. The elements of this array may be the copy of original elements or the view of the original elements. So, fine. This much is enough. Now, let us do the coding part first. Let us see some examples. So, suppose let us do something. You have an array ARR equals to, let us say you have an array. I have imported numpy as NP, remember. So, numpy dot say I use range function. Let us have elements going from 1 up to 11. So by 1 up to 11 means up to 10. So let us print out ARR first. So we have an array containing elements from 1 up to 10. Fine. Now this is a 1D array, remember. Let us print out its shape as well. So ARR.shape and run this code. You will get a 1D array, and it's obviously one dimensional array with size 10. Now let us do one thing. Let us print out ARR.reshape. This is the syntax as I told you. So reshape contains, see, as PyCharm is suggesting, self, that is the n-dimensional array, then the shape, then the order. So n-dimensional array is ARR. That means the original array. Actually, before printing out, let us do one thing. Let us write b equals to. Now you can write numpy dot array, and not array. What am I doing? Reshape. Yeah, numpy dot reshape, and after that you have to just specify whatever we want. So it can be, see, nd array, iterable, and then okay, what is that? I don't know. Let us do one thing. First of all, as I told you, there are three parameters. Two are compulsory. First one is ARR, that is the original array, and the new shape. So as the size of this array is 10, shape of this array is 10. Yeah, size also 10. So if the size of this array is 10, you will have to specify the new shape according to this original size, that is 10. So it can be the 2 comma 5 or 5 comma 2. So if I write 5 comma 2, it means 5 rows and 2 columns, and these two parameters are compulsory. If I don't specify the order, then by default it is C. So this is B. I didn't print it out. So why did I run it? I'll just print out B and run this code again. Yeah. So when I run this code, I got a different array B. So see, this is a 1D array A, ARR, and this is B basically. So this is a 2D array with rows 5 and columns 2. That is 5 comma 2 shape. So what is happening? C means I told you all it is row wise. So it is storing the data row wise. That is 1 comma 2. Then it is row wise. Then to the next row. Then to the next row. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. It just stores the data row wise. Actually, let us do one thing. Let us print out shape of B. So B dot shape and run this code. Yeah. So see, when we print out the shape of B, it will give us the shape as 5 comma 2 as we mentioned over. So this is the new shape. And let us do one thing. Let us mention the order as well. So if you mention, hold on, order equals to say C, which was the default order. So the, hold on, I forgot a comma. Wow. And run this code. So when I mention order equals to C, the default order was C. So even if I mention it, the output is going to be the same thing for B. So it is the same value. But let us do one thing now. Let us have the order to be A now. Now this is just a Fortran style. So there's nothing much change. It is just the storage of memory is continuous Fortran style. Now there is going to be a change. So say you have stored the value. You see A now F. Now this F stands for column wise. Let us do one thing. I'll just copy this. I'll erase this. I'll erase this as well because I don't think they are needed right now. This is B, and hold on. I'll print it out again. So copy B, and this is, let us say, C. Now see, C we used. Yeah, I'll say C. A is, we are not going to discuss much about A, and this is F now. So B and C are the same, just the order is different. That is C and F. Now if I run this code, what is going to happen? Wow, I didn't print it out. Then what's the use of running this code? I'll print out B and I'll print out C. And now I'll run this code. Yeah. So see, what is happening? This is A. Fine. This is B. I told you C stands for column wise. Sorry, not column wise, row wise. See, I messed up because C means column, but C actually doesn't mean column. C means row wise. So it is storing the data row wise. That is this first row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. So this is row wise for B. But for C it is column wise. That is F. So when we mention F, then this is the C. So it means it is storing the data column. That is, it is storing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is column wise. So this is the difference. This is row wise. This is column wise. This is row wise. This is column wise. So on. So this is the difference between C, A, and F. Fine. I think that was enough about it. Now let us see one more way. So basically there is one more way for using this reshape function. That is array name dot reshape. Basically what it means is array name dot reshape new shape and order. I'll explain the difference as well. You don't have to worry. So actually, why don't I use this ARR? So for changing it directly, you can simply write array name dot reshape. So basically, what you did, you mentioned the old array name over here only. So you don't have to use the old array parameter over here. So yes, you need to mention the new shape and the order. And order is not compulsory, as I told you all. So the order over here can be mentioned as 5, 2. So if you mention 5, 2 and run this code, it will print the new array with size 5, 2. And let us print out ARR as well, just for our reference. Print ARR and run this code. Yeah, so see, this was the original array A and we changed its shape. So you can change the shape to 2, 5 as well. So 2, 5 means 2 rows and 5 columns. So we got 2 rows and 5 rows. So what did I say? 2 rows and 5 columns. So this is 1D array, this is a 2D array. So we can change the dimensions as well by using the reshape function. Now as I told you, you need to take care of size. Because the size of this ARR was 10 as I told. So obviously we know this is 10 sized array. And this multiplication of 5 into 2 is 10. But what if you write say any other shape? So let us say 4, 3. Now the multiplication is 3. So it can't fit all the elements in 4, 3 sized array. So it will give us an error. It will say value error cannot reshape array of size 10 into shape. So it is already telling us the size of this original array was 10 and we cannot change its size to 12 because shape is 4, 3 means size is 4 into 3, that is 12 elements. So we cannot do that. So these were the two ways actually. Let us do one thing. Let us see the difference in both the ways. So first of all, I'll use print numpy dot reshape. And let us use the first that we discussed. So that is old array name. Then the new shape, that is, let us have the shape to be 5, 2 again. And the order equals to, or there is no need to mention the order because order by default it is C. Now let us do one thing. Let us print out by using the new method. That is the other method, not new. So ARR dot reshape. So we are also, see what is the difference? Over here you mentioned the old array name inside the parameters, right? Or old array name is the parameter itself. But over here, old array name is just, we are just using dot and we are using reshape now. So over here, you don't need to mention the old array name, that is ARR. You just need to mention the shape simply. And order is not compulsory, obviously. So if you run this code, it will not give us any error. It will not throw any error. It will print. This is by using one way. This is by using the second way, and the outputs for both the ways are the same. So actually, I think I have it. Where did the PPT go? Yeah. So I have written both the ways. You can see it for yourself. So this is the old array name, and this is the old array name, and this is the new shape. This is the new shape, and order is not compulsory, so you can omit it. So that's all from my side. Thank you for watching this tutorial. You can subscribe to our channel for more such programming related content. And in the next tutorial, we're going to see about resize and everything. So until then, stay tuned and keep learning. Thank you.